When you think of timeless Hollywood icons, Robert Redford is always near the top of that list. With his golden looks, quiet charisma, and undeniable talent, Robert Redford became one of the biggest stars of the 1970s and beyond. But he was much more than just an actor. He was a director, a producer, a philanthropist, and a pioneer for independent cinema. Today, we're going to remember Robert Redford by counting down the top 10 Robert Redford moments that showcase not only his acting career, but also his legacy as one of the most important figures in film history. Number 10, Barefoot in the Park, 1967. Redford had already made a splash on Broadway, but Barefoot in the Park catapulted him into Hollywood stardom. Playing Paul Bratter, the uptight husband who, opposite Jane Fonda's free-spirited bride, Redford delivered charm, wit, and a surprising knack for physical comedy. The film was lighthearted, but it showcased his ability to play the romantic lead with intelligence and humor. This was the beginning of Redford as the all-American leading man. Number 9, The Candidate, 1972. The Candidate was a biting political satire that proved Redford wasn't afraid of deeper, more socially relevant material. As Bill McKay, a lawyer roped into running for Senate, Redford perfectly captured the moral compromises of modern politics. The film's ending, with McKay's whispered line, "What do we do now?" after his unexpected victory, has gone down as one of the most haunting political moments ever put on screen. It's still quoted today during election cycles, proof of Redford's cultural impact. Number 8, 3 Days of the Condor in 1975. During the 1970s, America was dealing with Watergate, Vietnam, and a growing mistrust of government. 3 Days of the Condor tapped into that paranoia perfectly. And Robert Redford, well, he was at the center of it. As Joe Turner, a CIA analyst on the run after his colleagues are assassinated, Redford gave a subtle but gripping performance. His blend of vulnerability and determination made the thriller resonate far beyond its genre. It showed that Redford wasn't just a pretty face. He was a serious actor who reflected the anxieties of his time. Number 7, The Natural, 1984. By the 1980s, Redford had already proven himself in drama, thrillers, and romance. But The Natural gave him one of his most mythic roles. Roy Hobbs, a baseball player given a second chance at greatness. The film is drenched in Americana, and Redford embodied its spirit. The climactic scene where Hobbs smashes the stadium lights with a home run, it's become one of the most iconic moments in sports film history. For many, The Natural is more than just a baseball movie. It's a fairy tale about hope, redemption, and second chances. Number 6, All Is Lost, 2013. Decades into his career, Redford proved he could still surprise audiences. In All Is Lost, he played a man stranded alone at sea, with almost no dialogue. At 77 years old, Redford carried the entire film with nothing but his expressions, physicality, and quiet resilience. The role earned him critical acclaim, reminding audiences that his acting talent had only deepened with time. It also stood as a metaphor for his career. One man against the odds, refusing to give up. Number 5. It's not a movie at all. The Sundance Film Festival, which he founded in 1978. If Redford had never acted in a single film, he would still be remembered as the man who changed cinema forever through Sundance. What began as the Sundance Institute, meant to nurture independent filmmakers, grew into the Sundance Film Festival, the most influential indie film platform in the entire world. Sundance launched the careers of Quentin Tarantino, Steven Soderbergh, Kevin Smith, and countless others. By giving outsiders a chance, Redford democratized filmmaking and shifted Hollywood's attention towards stories that might otherwise never be told. Number 4. The Sting, 1973. Redford reunited with Paul Newman for The Sting, a slick, stylish, con artist film that became a box office smash. Their chemistry was electric. Newman, the seasoned mentor, Redford, the young hustler. The film won 7 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, and Redford earned his only acting nomination for an Oscar. To this day, the clever twists and playful tone of The Sting make it one of the greatest caper films ever made. It's a true classic. Number 3, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, 1969. This was the film that truly made Robert Redford a star. Playing the Sundance Kid alongside Paul Newman's Butch Cassidy, Redford redefined the Western hero. He wasn't just a gunslinger, he was witty, modern, and magnetic. The film's blend of humor, action, and tragedy made it an instant classic, and Redford's performance turned Sundance into his lifelong nickname. Without this role, there might never have been a Sundance Festival, making it a turning point in both his life and legacy. Number 2, All the President's Men in 1976. Few films capture a moment in history as perfectly as All the President's Men. Redford, playing journalist Bob Woodward, teamed up with Dustin Hoffman's Carl Bernstein to dramatize the Watergate investigation. Redford wasn't just a star, he also produced the film, making sure it stayed true to real journalism. The film inspired a generation of reporters and remains a cultural touchstone whenever press freedom or government accountability is discussed. Redford's role as both actor and producer proved he was more than a performer. He was a storyteller committed to truth. The number 1 Robert Redford moment was his Academy Honorary Award in 2002. While Redford won a Best Director Oscar for Ordinary People in 1980, it was his Academy Honorary Award in 2002 that recognized the full scope of his career. The award wasn't just for his acting or directing, but for his activism, his producing, and his creation of Sundance. In that moment, Hollywood officially recognized him, not only as one of the greatest actors of his generation, but as someone who reshaped the very industry itself. Robert Redford's career is a tapestry of iconic roles, fearless choices, and groundbreaking contributions to cinema. From Sundance Kid to Sundance Festival, he's left a mark that stretches far beyond the screen. Whether charming audiences in The Sting, inspiring journalists in All the President's Men, or creating opportunities for future filmmakers, Redford's moments remind us what true Hollywood legends are made of. So, what's your favorite Robert Redford moment? Share it in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe also for more deep dives into Hollywood's greatest stars and moments. And as always, thank you for watching.